Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you. I hope your day is going well, guys. As always, thank you guys for joining back to catch the video. And I have a few interesting updates for this video. And of course, the first one is obviously the most pressing one, which is the fact that NFF has now decided to contract the interim managerial job to Austin Eguavoen. And of course, you know from the last video on this channel that Coach Jose Peseiro refused to renew his contract. He decided to walk away, of course, and consider other options. And NFF, Nigerian Super Eagles, we the fans, we've obviously moved on from that one. And what's happening now, right now, is that NFF has given Eguavoen that job to be the interim manager, and his assistant is very likely going to remain Coach Finidi George, the current coach of Enyimba, which is, of course, something that I personally love, because Finidi George was a very, very important aspect of the last regime, which is the Coach Peseiro regime. He had a lot of inputs to the team, and of course, I'm sure his experience and his abilities, his coaching abilities, coaching skills will be very important, to help to assist Eguavoen as the assistant coach. And it's very likely that Eguavoen and Coach Finidi George are going to oversee the World Cup qualifier that we are going to play in the next couple of months against South Africa and of course Benin. Possibly there might be a fixture of a friendly before these qualifiers, just to try and test the legs of players and then get them prepared for that competitive World Cup qualifier. But that's the update right now, guys. Eguavoen has now replaced Coach Peseiro, but on a temporary basis. But of course, we'll see how this one goes. So moving forward, guys, for the other updates, let me let you know that Onuachu has now been confirmed to be out for the next 4 to 6 weeks because of multiple injuries. This is really a sad one, of course. Because obviously he's one of our players and we care about him so much. But the gist is, midweek wasn't exactly a very favorable one for Paul Onuachu, because of course it was the night that he obviously got that injury. His side Strasbourg saw were playing against Besiktas, but he had that injury that looked like a groin injury and was subbed in the 68 minutes of the game. But of course, after the examinations from the doctor, who obviously thought it was just a groin injury, they discovered that it wasn't only groin injury, that he in fact has multiple injuries. Another of the injury, according to what they said, is that he's fractured one of his arms. He's quite a big guy, huge man, 6'7", and apparently maybe when he was falling on the ground, he fractured his arm. But this is something really sad, and it's going to keep him out for the next 4 to 6 weeks or thereabouts. That's the update coming out from the Strasbourg camp right now. But of course, we wish him all the best. He's a strong man, strong lad, big guy, and he's a fighter. So he's definitely going to come back stronger. No doubt about that one. Guys, let me move forward and give you guys the next update. And this one concerns a certain German wonderkid who has now expressed his interest in playing for the Nigerian Super Eagles. These days, we've been seeing lots of, footballers show interest in representing Nigerian Super Eagles, and it gives me joy because it kind of saves us, or it kind of saves NFF the stress or the complication of going out to scout these players. Even if we go and start scouting them, we end up not really finding these players, all of them, by ourselves. But now they are coming out, announcing themselves, declaring, that they want to represent. And of course, this guy is a very talented player. He currently plays for Werder Bremen, and he is a kid with some serious skill. This kid is a huge prospect. He currently plays for Werder Bremen, as mentioned before, and his goal tally is not quite there, but it's getting there. He's had 5 goals and 2 assists in about 21 appearances or so for Werder Bremen. But the funny story about this kid's interest for Nigeria is the fact that he was actually told by his close friend that NFF might be monitoring him. So he didn't know. He was just told that he could be monitored by Nigerian Football Federation to play for Nigeria possibly. And after that revelation by his friend, that was when he decided, he started talking and started embracing the possibility of actually playing for Nigeria. And one other factor as to why he has, welcomed the idea is the fact that he wants to play with world-class striker like Victor Osimhen. He said that he's a huge fan of Victor Osimhen, and he relishes the possibility of, pairing together, playing on the same pitch with Victor Osimhen for the Nigerian shirt. But that's the update. That's what's happening right now. Justin Njima declaring his interest for Nigeria, even though he has the possibility of playing for Germany. He wants to go for Nigeria ahead of Germany. We wish him all the best. Definitely, it's good to see a young kid who decides to play for Nigeria willingly from their hearts. Especially when they have the opportunity of playing for a top country like Germany. But of course, it's going to be an uphill battle for Justin Mbima to obviously get a shirt in Nigeria, because the competition is really massive, especially in the area of striker, because we know the vast array of world-class strikers that we have currently. But nothing is impossible. If he wants that and he is determined, he's definitely going to achieve it. But moving on beyond that one, guys, let me let you know that Nathan Tella has been talking lately, and of course, Nathan Tella is one of the inspirations to the very fine season that Leverkusen are having, as well as our other Nigerian guy, Boniface, of course, but he's still out because of injury. Nathan Tella has been talking, and he's been talking about his regrets that he didn't go to the recently concluded Nations Cup with the guys. Of course, Nathan Tella was recently scouted and discovered for the Nigerian Super Eagles. He actually had his first cap under coach Jose Peseiro sometime late last year, and of course he was one of the guys that was called up for the provisional list, 41 man provisional list. Unfortunately, he couldn't make it to the final 25 man list. And now he has expressed, his sadness over it. He said that he found it hard to deal with. It was really hard for him because he wanted so badly to play in the AFCON, but it didn't happen. But of course, he said that rejection or that disappointment kind of made him stronger in a way that he decided to focus more on Leverkusen. And of course, we saw the great things that he was doing simultaneously. While the guys were playing AFCON, he was there doing great things, scoring goals, winning matches for Leverkusen. And we just know that Nathan Tella is someone that has all the qualities to be a big threat for the Nigerian Super Eagles in the attacking area. He has pace and he has intelligence on the ball. And of course, there's going to be a lot of chances for him to, be integrated back into the squad. Of course, we hope that he continues to play at the top level, because that's what will, make him to be called back to the squad to actually play for the Super Eagles. But that is the update, guys. Thank you for catching this one, and as always, appreciation goes out to all of you, to the subscribers of the channel. Thank you, guys. If you're not subscribed, make sure you're subscribed to the channel to never miss an update like this. Thanks so much, guys, and have a wonderful night rest.